Hi everyone, welcome back to CSI Code. Today we are doing something really cool using Joule AI to generate an entire CAPM and Fiori application. No manual coding, just AI-powered development. By the end of this video, you will see how Joule AI can create a fully functional CAPM backend and Fiori UI with just few prompts. So let's get started. First, let's open SAP BTP trial account and click on Go to your trial account button. Here, click on Boosters, which is listed on third. Type code in the search box to find the build code. You should start a build code session here by clicking on the start button. It will take some time to execute the booster. After the execution is done, click on navigate to sub account. This will take you to your trial sub account where you can see your instances and subscriptions. Click on instances and subscriptions. This will list the subscriptions which you are subscribed to. You can see SAP Build Code is listed on the first application under the subscription menu. Click on it to open SAP Build homepage. Here an application is listed already, which is nothing but my old space, which I have created before. We are going to create a new space for our new application with Joule. For that, click on Create and select Build an application. We are going to use SAP Build Code for building our full stack application. Populate the text fields with your project name and description. Then select development stack as Node.js. Also, if you like to use any existing dev space, then choose your existing dev space. Otherwise, you can create a new one. Since my trial account only allow me to create 2 dev space, which I already have, so I will go with my existing space. As you can see that our new project, which is YT Joule, is listed here and is pending in creation. This will take some time to finish. After the creation is done, click on the project to open the business application studio for the project. We can now say that our initial setup is done. If you click on the first icon, you can see the file structure of our project. Also, you can click on the Joule icon which is listed in the menu bar to start our Joule AI. Similar to ChatGPT or Copilot, you can type prompts here to create or enhance your project. But you need to type particular commands before the prompt so that Joule can understand it properly. Here we are starting with the command CAPM app, which will tell Joule to create an application based on the query which you are passing after the CAPM command. I am going to ask Joule to create data model with tables, books and others. Then hit on send icon to pass the query. The Joule will think for some time and returns the file with updated code for the application which we demanded. The code will be added in new file or in an existing file based on the requirements. You can review the new code before accepting it. If the code is fine, then click on accept to add the new code to your project. Now we have added new table structure to our project. The next task is to add some dummy data to the table. For that, click on Open Editor and select sample data to populate the tables with some dummy data. In this section, you can see all the tables which is there in our project. Select the table which you want to add dummy data. I am selecting Authors table first. There you can see a text box where you can type the number of required dummy data. If you click on the add button, it will add the number of data which you have asked to add. If you click on the add button again, we'll add another set of dummy data to the table. As you can see, the data has been added to the tables are not meaningful. So let's use Joule to enhance the data. For that, click on the 3 dots and select enhance. Then go to Joule and type a prompt like make the data meaningful. Hit enter after the command. This will replace the existing data with some meaningful data. Then click on accept to accept the new meaningful data, which you can see on the right side. We have populated the authors table with some meaningful data. Now do the same thing for books table. I have added the new enhanced data to books table. Now let's go and create a UI for the project with Fiori. For that, go to the storyboard and click on plus icon under create a UI application. Here, create a Fiori application using the usual way. Then click on Next and select the template-based application. Then click on Next and proceed to the next step. Here you can select the type of page for your application. I am going with the list report page. Select the list report page option and click on Next. Here you can configure the data objects. That is, here you can select the table name that will show when the application opens. Leave the navigation entity as none only and click on Finish. This will generate our UI application. We have finished our front-end and back-end configuration with Fiori and CAPM. Now it's time to run the application. For running the application, click on the plus icon, which will even start the debugger. Here in the output window, we can see the Fiori application we have made under the My Home section. Click on the application to open it. This is the first page of the Bookshop application, which is a list page. By clicking on Go button will list all the data which you have added in the database, and the listing will work through CAPM. Also, clicking on any of the column will take you to the details page, which is having all the data about that particular column. If you need to add a new record to the database through the front end, then use this create option for that. Let's add a new record to the database through this. Type some name and biography in the text field listed here. Let's fill it with some dummy data and click on create to create the data. On the top of the details page, you can find a edit option and a delete option to modify your record through front end. Now let's go to the list report page and see whether our new data is listed or not. Here in the last column, you can see our new data is listed there. We can also see all the tables of our project in the right side of the launchpad. We have added two tables with Joule and you can see both of them which are listed here. Click on any of the tables to view them. If you need to add one more application to the launchpad, then go to the storyboard and use the plus icon to add a new application. Here, do the same thing which we have done for creating the first application, but with a different name. Clicking on the Finish button will create the second Fiori application. The new application will be listed on the storyboard too. If you go to the output window and search for the new application, you cannot find it there. For this, you need to refresh the entire debugger, then only it will list on the output window. Note that refreshing the page will not show your new application. For this, you need to restart the debugger. And after restart, you can find a new application which is listed in the launchpad. Similar to first application, you can find a Go button here which will list all the data from the database. That means here we are listing the books table. So it is listing the details of the books and the list of all the books which we have in the database. And you can also find an export option which will export all the data sets from the database to the Excel sheet. Similarly, you can find a variety of built-in options here. Even you can find JSON model of the tables which we have created from the launchpad. And that's it. In just a few AI driven steps, we used Joule AI inside Build Code to create a fully functional CAPM backend and Fiori UI without writing code manually. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and drop a comment on what you would like to see next. See you in the next one and happy coding.